our president started a slogan, and that slogan don't become the national anthem to mock 133 million poor Nigerians inside this country. The slogan said, it don't enter our Senate. Senate now don't use as the catch cruise to mock the poor inside this country. Wait till happen. Then they deliberate inside Senate, say, this increase in electricity tariff. Say no. Say they have to look into it. You understand? So that make it no way down on the poor. From there. Now they start to catch cruise with the matter. You understand? Let the poor breathe. Allow the poor to breathe. Let the poor breathe. I beg. Most of them are going to see the video I won't play, but some of them never see them. Make you help me see where the Senate, including the Senate president, they mock poor Nigerians. Let the poor breathe. Wanna watch?
Distinguished colleagues, my name is Cyril Fashui, representing the good people of Ekiti North. I have decided to stand up to call this additional prayer to follow the footpath of Senator Abamoro, because since the beginning of this Senate I've been raising my hands and you have never called me. My additional prayer is taken from the speech of Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that says, let the poor breathe. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, let the poor breathe. That is my additional prayer.
Distinguished colleagues, Ambassador, you want to second? No, we have not concluded on the prayer by our brother Cyril. He said his additional prayer is let the poor breathe. Senator Mustafa, you want to second that additional prayer?
Representing Kwara Central, in supporting Senator Cyril Fashui in his additional prayer that the poor should breathe, I believe all he's trying to say is that the discourse. Okay.
So the distinguished colleagues, that your prayer is that let the poor breathe, and then Senator Mustafa has seconded that the poor should breathe. Those who are in support of the additional prayer that the poor should be allowed to breathe, say aye. And those who are against, say nay. The ayes have it, the poor must be allowed to breathe.
When I see Amabi, they talk and they laugh. Let the power breathe. People, when would they pay with our own taxpayers' money? Now we use the service demo. Now we the catch cruise with. Let the poor breathe. Let the poor. Those that are in support, let the poor breathe. Say I guess say nay. Boom. The eyes have it. Let the poor breathe. Inside this matter, people don't talk plenty things, but you get one man will talk with his sweet me. Now I say make a carry and give una today so that una go understand. Say this Senate, if we are in a sane, when I say sane, country will get sense. So many of them go down resign because of these comments. But no, we are in a zoo. I'm a baboon. I'm in a zoo. I live in the zoo. Zazu. And as Zazu talk, I will know baby. When they hear me, oh yeah, make we listen to this man. He's a professor, Pat Otomi. He get some kind of way the guy tweets. As he take touch this matter, as he make a carry come to that. Go look your screen. Professor Pat Otomi tweeted. He said, "I am traumatized by this mocking of the poor by our Senate. In a decent society, we should have had resignations by now," which is true. To mock the poor is to mock God. I know where God's will was before Obong Victor Atta. Obong Victor Atta na the governor we hand over to God's will Akpabio. And I carry up for hand. You understand? Say, take this governorship inside the Akwa Ibom State. Now waiting, Pastor Tommy they tell now. He said, I know where God's will Akpabio was before Obong Victor Atta gave a hand. Better an honest poor man than a rich thief politician. Can you vouch for them? With the loot and secondly, he made another tweet after he don't do this first one. He do another tweet. That's Professor Pat Utomi. Him talk saying, I wonder what it will take to make people realize that values shape human progress. Sustainable progress is not possible where culture is in collapse and institutions are dysfunctional. When I hear me, sadly, this seems extant reality in Nigeria. Now English be that. Citizens need to be awakened to where we are. Citizens, they need to be awakened to where we are now. When I hear me. Then lastly, him come talk saying, to abuse public trust and mock victims as it is becoming habit of criminal network of our politicians is to forget how transient power is. All we do well to remember the judgment of conscience, the judgment of history, and the judgment of God. He reigns. Mama, we get sense. When I hear what he talk, tell these people where they mock us for there. These ones, we will collect constitutional allowance, they go chopper, they don't go do anything. Can you vouch for them? But then they laugh. Allow the power to breathe. See, even gospel like Baby, that we know all how he started. We don't know. We know now. Not be Obong at and help you. Not be only be talking. Professor Pat Utomi, you don't talk, you don't hear them. Come on. Allow the power to breathe. Let the power to breathe. Because people are not privileged. People that we are servicing with our taxpayers' money. It's alright. The poor will surely breathe in this country. But see, make I tell you now, it is high time we rise up to our responsibility and demand that these people become better leaders. If not, we see now, they tell us, allow the poor to breathe, allow the poor to breathe. You know, they hear me? Nothing concern them now. Not your money they use, they pay them. The poor, they are feeding fat on the poor. They are feeding fat on the poor. That's why they have the audacity, the temerity to open mouth and say, let the poor breathe. We will breathe. I mean, we will not go breathe. We will go breathe. But we must rise up to the occasion and make sure that these people don't take us for a joke. Because as it stands now, we are now a laughing stock. They can do anything and get away with it. And you hear me? That's when it happened for Niger Republic. Do that one, military side. If civilians can come up and do civilian coup and take out all these people, this country will be better. I will say on a later, I beg.